Ladies and gents, welcome back. This is your host, Rebel, aka Elite System, aka Cell. Just pick one, whatever suits you, your narrative. And I'm going to again be unapologetic as usual, but I don't want to lose track. And before I begin, I want to give you a quick recap, right? And I'm doing this impromptu. So thank you for taking your time, the valuable time out of your day to actually watch this thing. The last video was 6 days ago. AI voice generation just got scary good. You need to hear this. 35, almost 30 minutes long. The big lie about Grok 3 AI. You be the judge. It wasn't a lie. And I mentioned I don't like to clickbait. It's real point of view, literally. And sometimes you just have to twist the rules a little bit because of the algo. The algo doesn't favor. And I mentioned previously, and I do mention in most of my videos, that I like to do things impromptu and based on real life experiments and experiences. AI and automation, experimenting with tools, real use cases, and walkthroughs. Yes, shouldn't forget this, walkthroughs. I could do news every single day, but I don't get a kick out of it, and I don't want to waste your time either. So, yes, just wanted to do a quick recap in case you missed it and you want to go back and watch. Watch whatever is relevant to you and just ignore the rest. All right? And I'm the most imperfect. Again, I repeat, I'm the most imperfect content creator. I don't focus on editing and all these as of now. I can. Maybe things will change in the future to some level, but the authenticity and the realness is gonna be the same. All right. If that falls off, then I don't think I can do videos anymore. The only reason I'm able to go and do it is just because, yeah, it's what it is. I just speak my mind. So yes, I just have to present this to you quick because in case you want to watch any of these videos, it's relevant to your work, go watch it. This episode is going to be more like a podcast. I'll show you a little bit of screenshots because I have a few things I want to talk about. All right, so this is the agenda. DeepSeek. We'll talk about the AI bubble. We'll talk about some of the AI tools. AI, yeah, again, AI bubble. How do I have AI bubbles twice here? Okay, that's not good. Can you imagine this? AI bubble second, AI bubble third. AI hypes, basically. Number 5, multimedia and automation. Together, hybrid. Okay? And then automation, we have N8N, just like make.com. This is another one, self-hosted. I want to talk about this a lot more once I actually install. The more I do, the more I can talk about it. Simple as that. All right? Number 6, Hugging Face. I want to show you a quick overview, give you a quick overview of the Hugging Face interface. It's been a while. And then talk about shorts real quick. Elon versus Sam Altman, not Bankman. Then the plans, long-term plans. My plans, your plans. Building skills and how to monetize them to some level. All right. Let's see how far we can go. And I like to do follow-ups. So yes, this is the podcast version. But let's start with number 1, DeepSeek. All right. DeepSeek 3FS, revolutionary data access. You see this here? No, that's not it. Then you have this. Yes. What are the chances? No, seriously, what are the chances? When I said right here, believe it or not, it's kind of crazy. When I said that AI, the bubble is about to burst, look right here. AI hype reaches breaking point. The bubble is about to pop a month ago. And right after that, you know what happened, right? The crash, so-called, the NVIDIA, then DeepSeek literally came out after that. Just 2 days later, I think. And then boom, 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 one after the other. NVIDIA, even if you notice recently, after the earning call, they were profitable. Yet the stock didn't move up. It's still stagnant. And that should tell you a lot about not just the hype, also the economy. The micro is a huge factor right now. Okay. I have to put this out there because the hype is real. So keeping all the emotions out, DeepSeek's 3FS revolutionary data access. DeepSeek has launched the Fireflyer file system 3FS, a new parallel file system that significantly boosts data access speeds by leveraging the full bandwidth of modern SSDs and RDMA networks. This system achieves a remarkable 6.6 TIB per second. Aggregate read throughput on a 180 node cluster, enhancing performance for AI training, inference, and data-intensive applications. The introduction of 3FS has generated enthusiasm among tech communities for its potential to transform data handling in computing. It allows for the offloading of KV cache to SSDs, which optimizes both training and inference processes in AI systems. Whatever this whole thing means, I'm sure it's very fascinating. All right, definitely positive, but not so positive for the GPU and the NVIDIA market. It shows you what kind of bubble we are living in right now. What do you even believe and what you don't believe? Because if it was a monopoly, you don't get to see the other side. And if it was a monopoly, then there's no competition, right? Of course, that's what it is. And if there's no competition, guess what happens? They can take advantage of anybody. Because, yeah, there's no alternative. Sam Altman, not Bankman. I don't know what's this Sam's. Any Sam, you gotta be very careful. Sam Altman, Sam Bankman. There's some issue with Sam's. Samuel something something. Not all Sams, but a lot of Sams. So yeah, just be careful with the names, all right? But yeah, Sam Altman. It's all about the money. Yeah, I don't care about the money. Nothing burger. And guess what? He drives this most expensive car around. Contradicts himself all the time, right? Back and forth. And yes, it's real. Then you can do certain things with $1 million. Why would you charge people $10 million or $100 million? That's the irony, and that's the world we live in right now. And DeepSeek, if it wasn't for DeepSeek, honestly, I don't think OpenAI would have done anything much more than what they're doing right now. Literally, they're coming up with all the different models, and there are flaws, ladies and gents. Let me correct you. Like literally, there are flaws in the so-called OpenAI, some of the models. There are. And when I did the video on the Grok, matter of fact, Grok is fast. I'll give that to him. Elon, all right? Give credit where it's due. Grok is very fast. And I think Grok can perform a lot better with a few more tweaks compared to OpenAI. But OpenAI GPT, ChatGPT, has its own use cases. All right? It's the user interface is unique, different, whatever. But the $200 per month, I don't think I'm going to get that. It's just too much for me. Unless I'm making enough money, being able to monetize, and I use it on a regular basis. The only ones who are using and showing off right now are the creators with massive amount of followers. They either got it for free or they make enough because now they can make more money by showing you what's happening, right? So I'm just talking to average, like daily citizens, majority of the people who run the economy. I'm not speaking to billionaires, oligarchs, bureaucrats, whatever. All right, I know the struggles. I go through it every single day. I've made a lot of stuff in life. I also lost a lot of stuff. Having a marketing background from almost 16 years, I've seen a lot of dirty stuff in the space. People coming up with webinars trying to pitch this and pitch that. I mean, yeah, this is an educational thing, and at the end you're just pitching. Just be clear up front that this is what you expect. I have a product, and the end I'm going to sell it to you. As you voluntarily you want to buy, not, it's up to you. But I want to be as clear as possible, explaining the whole benefits and the cons, and up to the rest is up to you. Unlike Sam Altman and all the Elon Musk just trying to sugarcoat things. And if you've seen what's happening with Tesla recently, why do you think it's happening with Tesla? Because Elon is losing it. He doesn't want Sam Altman to take over the AI race. So he's like, you know what? Screw Tesla for a while. Screw everything. Autonomous, whatever I promised in the life, whatever. Let it wait. Let's focus on AI Grok. Yes, humanity is awesome. Like humanity is, happy. Why? Elon is giving us something better to some level. But yes, but is he really looking up to us? Like is he for us, or is he doing it for himself? Because he, or his ego, feeding his ego, because he doesn't want Sam Altman to take over the AI race. So whatever he wants to do, whoever wants to, they just want to control the world. Whoever gets to the first point in the AI race will be able to control the world to some level. And Elon doesn't want to miss the chance. And I can clearly see it. All right? So that's why when you see some of my titles, I like to criticize where I have to criticize. All right? Simple as that. And I have no issues anybody criticizing me and the way I do my videos. I'm sure a lot of you hate the way I do things. I go all over the place. I have a little bit of ADHD symptoms. It's tiny. Not like diagnosed in a way. But it is what it is. I'm a little hypey. It's just how the world has treated me, or, I've gone through stuff. It just makes me who I am. All right? As long as I don't go against humanity, I don't scam people, that's the thing. I'm just doing whatever in my lawn. I'm trying to educate, inform people, and get a kick out of it. Awesome, right? So that's there. And that's why I said, if DeepSeek wasn't around, we probably wouldn't have seen any more development in the OpenAI. Just because of this underdog, we see competition, and that's why OpenAI is like stepping up. If they don't, they're going to lose money. So pay attention to all these things here. If it weren't for DeepSeek, see this here? They would still be feeding us incremental improvements on benchmarks by increasing by 1 percentage point. I told you, I really don't care much about benchmarks, this and this. This is how they fool us by all these numbers and jargons. I focus mainly, and 90% of the people in the AI space may disagree with me. That's fine. I mean, I just can speak on behalf of my stuff, my skills, what I know, and I'm a competitive person. I'll take on anyone any day. Not that I have to win, but I'll if I lose, I lose, but I will take it on, and that's how I am. But when people BS behind their back, this, that, just because they have so much power in following, and they don't take responsibility or accountability, because if it was physical, you would be like, knock, 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 DeepSeek, please open your door. You lied to me. Nope. Imagine how many people can do that, right? Hey, knock, 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 Elon, knock, 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 Sam, you lied to us. No, they don't care. I mean, they have their own thing. Don't get me wrong. Maybe Elon cares to some level. Some people like him. Some people hate him. I'm not here to like talk good or bad about any individual. I'm just criticizing and giving you points of view on the AI aspect. Everything based on AI context. Okay, whatever the Tesla happened, that's not my thing. It's just AI. Okay, but if you look at all these things that's happening day and night, holy shit! The DeepSeek team went down to build a new file system to train their AI model more efficiently. Sam Altman is like flying around doing stuff, comes up with his team, showing off to the world, hey, we just created something else. And DeepSeek comes next day, hey, don't worry, we are doing this 100 times better. Yeah, I mean, they're putting in the work. It's not out of thin air, right? And then US government comes and says, if I'm not wrong, somewhere alleged in the news, oh, what? Anybody who uses DeepSeek will be fine, go to jail. Like, excuse me? Do you see something on the right side here? GPT 4.5 innovation or overreach? The debate over OpenAI's latest model. Do you see this? How about we watch that as well? And I'm not going to go through the other one, the Trump Organization files trademark for metaverse. And oh my goodness, crypto is done, man. Crypto is done. I know this is not a crypto channel, but this is the world we live in right now. I mean, you can support whoever you want, and all of a sudden you see some red flags. You're like, what have I gone through? I mean, what have I done? What did we pick? I mean, oh my goodness. Anyway, see some of the comments here. Proud moment. DeepSeek uses P to validate correctness and the distributed file system. All right. This exceeds my highest hopes for what we... And I'm not a heavy DeepSeek user. It just, why would you use DeepSeek? Or why would you use any LLM? Just to be more productive, right? If you're a programmer, coder, then sure, you can maximize it. But as a daily user, as a person who, I'm like, in the multimedia automation, I want whatever quick on in my fingertips. That's it. I don't need hundreds of tools, right? So yeah, I don't have too much about like knowledge, or I would say intel on DeepSeek yet, because I'm installing it. I'll show you what I'm doing with it. If I use it, it'll be more of like for creating some simple programs, apps, maybe Chrome application. How about that? That's my actually how I wanna begin with DeepSeek. Create simple Chrome extensions that can save me time to do certain things. You get the point? That's possible. Like not just a useless extension, something that would help me, maybe an emoji extension or something, which again I have to think. And guess what? If I don't have an idea, I'll ask DeepSeek, hey, this is what I do. I want you to give me some ideas on some Chrome extension. These are the ideas. Now I want you to help me create these ideas or make it happen. You see where I'm going with this? So please stay tuned. I will come with this very soon. And then this is the next one. DeepSeek unveils theoretical 545% profit margin on AI services. DeepSeek, a Chinese AI startup, has revealed data indicating a theoretical cost profit margin of 545% per day on its AI models, while OpenAI, ChatGPT, they're losing money. I mean, never mind, man. Despite this high margin claim, actual revenues are lower. Okay, fair enough. With many services being free, indicating the margin is theoretical. Sure. The company has adjusted API pricing to manage server load, offering discounts for overnight use. This has led to reactions in the market, influencing competitors to adjust their pricing strategies. You see what's happening? Sam Altman, please DeepSeek no more releases. I need people to pay 150 for 1 million tokens. Yeah, irony. Just look at the comments and they'll tell you quite a few things. And the problem in this space is you have a lot of cult following in AI as well as crypto as well as Elon. So you have to be very, very smart to figure out, see the red flags and the BS, whatever, and cut through it. Because a lot of comments will be favoring, a lot of will be against, and you really don't know which one's right or wrong. For me, it's just real talk. Real talk. Just keep it real, and that's about it. I'll let you decide whether it's a lie or a fake or truth, whatever, according to your narrative. For me, just keep it real. Just say it the way it is. That's all. That's all I expect. And if they sugarcoat stuff, make a stuff just to make me happy or all that, or hit my dopamine, like Mr. Beast's videos, that's not cool. All right? Again, you see this on the right side, Grok 3, the new AI standard? Sure. Tesla dealership standoff in Manhattan amid protest. See that again? I just mentioned. DeepSeek categorically proves we don't need all those GPUs. Very fair enough. And that's why you can see the NVIDIA didn't move much, the stock. DeepSeek is able to get 73.7 tokens input and 14.8 tokens output throughout per node. Their profit margin is okay. But again, understand the profit margin. It's not just, if people just put it out there as it is, others will get a wrong impression. Okay, so now we know just how much more efficient DeepSeek is for inference in terms of total tokens per second processed. They are doing roughly 3x more tokens per second. A lot of jargons here. So I'm going to just let you be the judge here, right? I mentioned I'm more into practical than theory, all right? Theory is important. I'm a curious person. I have a curious mind. I like to understand how things work to some level, but I like to learn it, understand it by actually doing it a lot more than just listening, and reading. That's how I am, all right? If you differ, that's fine. You can also learn by reading, converting my videos into audios and whatnot, all right? To prevent any potential harm. So this was Jan 27, 16 hours ago, ladies and gents, day 6. Look at the updates they're releasing. One more thing, DeepSeek-V3 R1, inference system overview, cross-node EP-powered batch scaling, computation, communication, overlap, load balancing. You see this here? This is massive itself. To understand DeepSeek R1 inference, okay. Is anyone considering the level they're actually reached if they're willing to release this information? They must be operating at even more advanced levels internally. For sure. Anyways, I just don't want to go down the rabbit hole right now, but I'll let you be the judge. And if you remember, I said, I want to see this here real quick. GPT 4.5, they're just talking about it. Yeah, hyped, of course. The deep research, you only get 10 users, I think. OpenAI has launched GPT 4.5, an advanced AI model that has been met with mixed reactions. Users have noticed significant improvements in its ability to offer friendly advice. Yeah, I mean, after such a long time, you have improved the ability just because of DeepSeek. Fair enough. Despite this advancement, some users expressed disappointment due to its high cost and perceived incremental improvements over its predecessor, GPT-4. The model excels in providing emotional intelligence and nuanced understanding, making interactions feel more human-like. But the problem is, ladies and gents, we live in a hard time and we cannot ignore the cost. Cost is a major factor in every single thing that we do in a daily life. Whatever you want to buy, right? Imagine you're getting $10,000 a month salary and you are paying $9,000 running all the tools that helps you make that salary or earn that salary. It's not happening. It's not cost effective, right? So yes, I believe in capitalism, sure. We live in a capitalist world, the country, USA. But I have certain principles and ethics or whatever you want to call it. Sometimes you got to kick that moral out of the door when you are facing cutthroat people like Musk, Sam Altman, Bankman. We have, all these dudes. You got to bring that alter ego. If not, I keep saying, you got to be eaten. You'll get eaten alive by these oligarchs and bureaucrats. I mean, they have been eating retails, and sucking their blood since generations. The only way we can change is actually take a step forward. But before that, we need to take a step back, reevaluate, understand, and then forward and react on all this stuff. Okay? So yes, this is real. All these wouldn't have come out back and forth 13 hours ago if DeepSeek didn't do anything. You see how important it is to actually have a little bit of competition. Like Peter Thiel says, no, you have to be a monopoly. We have to be monopoly. Competition is for losers. He literally said that, Peter Thiel. Competition is for losers. All right, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, from a business perspective, I understand. But then if there's no competition and you're an idiot, if you're a good person, all right, which is kind of rare these days, if you're a really solid person that you care about the humanity, you care for humans and the world, yes, be a monopoly, I guess. Because then you're going to keep, adding to the thing, keep giving value. But if you're like some sort of Sam Altman, as of now, what I see, it's just that unless you get a push, you're like, yeah, I'm just going to the podcast. I'll just, introduce my products. I'll sell, I'll shill. Let's go to this podcast, that podcast. I'm just a podcaster. And then the moment DeepSeek comes out of nowhere, boom, 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 boom. Come on, Sam. Come on, man. Like, are you like 14-year-old kid or what? Anyways, we're out. All right? I know. Imagine 20 minutes of DeepSeek. AI bubble. Imagine, I just mentioned, DeepSeek and AI bubble together. I just gave you everything right here. The AI bubble, what's happening, is too much. It's too hype, too overvalued, some of the stuff. In the long run, NVIDIA will be a solid company. But it also shows you what's possible. With one underdog, hitting the market, and you can see the market reacting. It's crazy, right? Ladies and gents, so we got DeepSeek out, we got AI bubble out, all right? Number 3, AI tools. And I will do another video on AI tools, but what you see on your screen, Flicky. If you remember, this channel, one of the channels, not this one, the automated, well, I'll show you sometimes later, totally powered by Flicky, all right? And Flicky has changed. These are some of the paid tools that I use. I don't believe in any free tools, okay? There's no free tools. They'll give you free so-called thing in the beginning, free trial, then they will lure you inside and put all the limitations, just like ChatGPT. So please don't believe in any free things. It's up to you. You can go pick your whatever poison. But for me, I don't believe in it. I just believe we are giving something in return, always. Either our time, our data, something simple as that. If you're watching this video and you're not buying anything, you're buying me. You're actually buying what I'm saying. If you're buying, I mean, I'm just saying, some people might not even buy what I'm saying. Some people might, more or less, if you subscribe, you watch my stuff, you're buying my trust and all these stuff. You're giving your time. You're giving something in return. You see that? So it doesn't always have to be the monetary value. I'm just saying. So anyways, I don't want to get off track right now, but just have to put this out there. I don't believe in this thing called free. It's always freemium model. They'll give you some sample. What do you think they give you sample when you go to some stores and stuff? Because more or less, the data shows, the survey, that people who actually get samples are more likely to buy something. 2 reasons. Number 1, they probably liked it. And even if they don't like, they feel like it's a reciprocity, basically. It just feels good that you got something and you're like, I think I should pay it forward. It's real. That's what survey says that. They don't want to feel guilty or whatever. But the sample is mainly to give you a sample of something that they believe that you're going to like it and buy more of it, right? So it's not like free. It's a freemium model, basically, to lure you inside. Simple. So I have Flicky I want to talk about. Opus Pro, one of my favorite tools, right? And if you remember, Opus, I showed you this one here. This AI video tool changed everything, and I use it more than ChatGPT. You see that? That's Opus Pro, and I love Opus Pro. Okay? And before I forget, if you remember, I said shorts here on top. You see shorts? And I don't have any shorts here on my channel. I feel sooner I'm going to experiment with shorts on this channel. You see this? I have videos and podcasts. I don't have any shorts. I deleted like 3 shorts I had, which had like few views, didn't do well. So I was like, doesn't matter. I like to experiment. So shorts are supposed to bring in new users, okay? Like it gives you new eyeballs. Longs are basically supposed to be giving, just more context and in-depth. So if you see some shorts on my channel, please don't get overwhelmed. I have to grow. I'm not going to be, like I said, I follow a pattern. I'm not going to do anything to grow, but I will have to twist and bend the rules and algo to some level. That's about it. Like, I'm not going to go crazy or desperate. I'm hungry. I'm not desperate. Understand this meaning. I mean, I can do a video every single day if I had to get views and stuff, but that's not my thing. I want to just give you what makes sense to me, what matters to me. All right? And the way I started YouTube is having 0 expectations, because the moment I start having some expectations, I become upset when the views don't perform or the videos don't perform, views don't go up, and it's sad. It's just, life is hard. Simple. So 0 expectations, and thank you, 460 subscribers. Honestly, you truly mean to me. I feel like you guys connect in some level, because when I watch my videos, I'm like, who's going to watch my videos, man? Look at the cringeworthy stuff I put out there. Like, it's true. Like, sometimes I'm like going off topic. I'm just going all over the place. I'm saying some garbage stuff. I'm, becoming less PG-13. That's what it is. But I guess people still enjoy, like, few subscribers joining me. Thank you. All right. So yeah, that's just glorifying my stuff. So we got that shorts. Elon versus Sam. I also explained it, right? We got this. All right. I'll talk about this plan in a bit. And let's talk about this now. Last part. All right. Multimedia, automation, hybrid, and Hugging Face. But prior to that, I want to show you something else. And this is something I barely do. I want to play this video. And I want you to pay attention to this. This is something to do with the hype. And that's why I have this AI bubble twice. One is my explanation. And the second one right now, which I'm going to play. You ready?
Confidentiality, I've removed some details. Hi, Sabine.
Please read this real quick. And she is Sabine, all right? I follow her channel once in a while. Like, she does a video every single day. Not exactly AI stuff. Physics, science. I don't like it. And science makes sense to me. All right? So understand what this is. If you remember me, I'm not using my work email. The topic is a bit, you know what? I'm going to read this instead of her reading this. How about that? If you remember, I'm not using my work email. The topic is a bit delicate, and I hope that our conversation will remain confidential. I'm contacting you regarding your recent paper in Nature, right? Regarding your recent paper in Nature, which made a lot of noise. First of all, congratulations on a nice paper. If you wanted to attract attention, you managed to do this. Actually, I would like to ask you next time, think not only about short-term personal benefits, but about the community in general. You understand what consequences your publication might bring for our community? What are all these BSM model builders with exaggerated self-opinion going to do afterwards? Boss, what are all these BSM model builders with exaggerated self-opinion going to do afterwards? Means there are a bunch of people who are doing something at the cost of who? Taxpayers' money. They're using the taxpayers' money, and they're doing stuff that doesn't add any value to humanity, society, the earth, nothing. It's just a ding-dong thing. Hey, what do? I study Earth's mineral deep down in the core. Okay, wow, that must be a very high-paid job. Yeah, that makes me $1 million. Oh, wow, that's cool. But they forget to ask the most important question. Yeah, but what does it do? And how does it benefit anybody? It does. It goes to NASA. Elon takes it and plants it in Mars. And in the future, aliens are born. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's the thing, ladies and gents. People don't ask relevant questions. They're not curious. The moment you ask all these questions, like she did, Sabine, with her paper, she was questioning all these things. Like, hey, what is this thing? Why am I showing you this? Same thing with AI. Same stuff. There are a lot of AI weird things happening, and they're getting paid for absolutely doing nothing. We think that's something fascinating, like studying about the environmental something. It doesn't add any value to the society. Because they have no skills to do anything else. And the moment people find out that this is what's happening under the table, they will get fired. They'll lose their job. And they don't want to lose their job. It's not just a couple of people. It's a lot of this whole thing. It's a whole industry or a bunch of, union or whatever. It's crazy. And these guys are not willing to adapt or adjust or build any new skill. Hence, they want to stick to this and just suck on the tax money. So let me finish this off, all right? What about experimentalists who survive hiding inside big multi-TEF collaborations? Can you offer them all any decent employment alternatives? You see this here? Who is she to give employment? I mean, it's a double-edged sword. Simple as that. It's a double-edged sword. I don't want people to lose jobs, but at the same time, if you're not contributing anything, you're sucking on taxpayers' money. I don't know. You have family to feed, but at the same time, you're sucking on people's money. And what am I supposed to do? Figure out something. Do something. But this is not right. Some of them have families and young children. Some of them are already too old to get employment elsewhere. For some of them, academia is only way to get US visa. If you like, yes, what we created is a bubble. But it helps thousands of those guys and their families not to die from hunger. We all do the same stuff and have some trade secrets. For example, I'm one of the authors and the so-called blah, blah, blah model. Pretty useless stuff, all refurbished. Did you see this? Did you see this? For example, I'm one of the authors of the so-called blah, blah model. What model? LLM, some pretty useless stuff, all refurbished, with a couple of new blows and whistles. But if people buy this crap and it helps them to get grants, who cares? For people who pay us, all we do is just noise. They have zero idea that elementary particles exist. They pay us from public funds, not from their own. And basically, which means tax money, and basically pay for something cool. Something cool, some new crazy hype, which they need either to include into their science spending reports or in case of universities to attract students. Can you imagine this? Can you imagine this? Basically, the hype itself is so hypey and fakey that the other people, universities, and they would take those to attract students. It's like one person hypes it up to win and feed their family, and the other one would use taxpayers' money and get grant, basically, to buy that hype so they can attract new suckers into the system. Holy shiznit. I don't know if you can see this. This is like a crazy Ponzi thing. Your paper made a lot of noise, all right? And most likely we affect redistribution of HEP funds towards other areas. But I doubt that you will be able to suggest and implement any organizational changes. Also, any changes of quality criteria which would demonstrate uselessness of somebody's work will have zero chance of approval. I understand that all what I wrote above might sound a bit harsh. Sorry for this. But this is how our society is built. And this is not only a problem in the HEP community, but also exists in all other areas. My heart is bleeding when I regularly see bright and intelligent persons with independent ways of thinking leaving academia or getting kicked out. She's talking about her, the individual. Whereas obedient idiots remain, but there is nothing. Can you imagine this? Literally. It's like if you follow the rules and be an idiot, if you follow the so-called the norm, be an idiot, you stay. You see this here? Clearly, if you're an outcast and you challenge the status quo, you get kicked out. That's exactly what this whole thing means. Living or getting kicked out, whereas obedient idiots remain, but there's nothing we can do. Those who get kicked out usually find better opportunities outside of academia. You see that here? Those who remain in academia accept the rules and enjoy the comfort of academic life. Yeah, you can lie and just be comfortable. And those who get out have to get out of the comfort zone and make something happen because it's not fulfilling. Because when you're sucking someone's... Of course, sometimes there are exceptions, like string theorists. Of course, sometimes there are exceptions like string theorists, Smolin and Voigt. But I doubt you would like to share their destiny. I don't want to play more than this. Okay? I was asked to keep this confidential. That's the title of this. This got about 2.4 million views and was created 2 weeks ago. All right? Videos like her videos usually get 100, 200,000 views or whatever. This has 2.3 million and a lot of comments. A lot of them are supporting her because she was like pretty brutal on this. She's like, what am I supposed to do? And she literally cursed at the end. She's like, F you. It's to some level. All right? She's like, this is sad. Look at the grants here. Saving your 2 hours of work. According to the research, it takes about, I mean, okay, she was just shilling something else here. Anyways, ladies and gents, that's there. I had to show you this because this is also real. So now I've covered the real AI bubbles, right? We got all of these. Now, last but not the least, let's talk about this multimedia automation hybrid, and then I'll talk about the Hugging Face, just a quick overview, and then end this. All right, fair enough? Plans and skills to monetize. This plans written here is my plans. So my plans is your plans. My plans, so you know exactly where I'm going with this, so you can learn based on that. Skills and monetize. My main focus is skills and how to monetize the skills. Again, skills and how to monetize the skills. All of these stuff that I'm showing you over and over again, barely there are news reported. Like basically, I don't do news style. More or less, I do walkthroughs. I show you how a tool is used, how to better use it, how to be more productive, etc., etc. Clearly, you can see this here. And when I say I'm done with AI tools here, why I'm leaving Midjourney, watch it. $200 per month just for one tool. How many tools are you going to pay for? Midjourney, $500 per year. This $200 per month, $2,000 something, $2,400 a year. I mean, come on, man. This is the hype. This is the bubble we live in. Unfortunately, you don't need thousands of tools. I mean, it's me saying it, literally kicking money from my bank account, literally kicking the food from my table. Because if I don't sell you stuff, how am I going to make money, right? All the people in the space, creator, they are making money by actually doing stuff. Like if you look at all these things here, I'm done with the AI tools. They're making money from tools, and I am here to make money as well. If I don't, how am I going to show you? I like to preach and practice. I'll make it and I'll show you how I'm making it. But you don't have to shill every products. I can have 5 different tools. So AI tools, before I forget, you see this here? Flicky, Opus, Publer. I use Flicky. I use Opus. I've shown you Opus. I use Publer to schedule all the posts. All the posts, the shorts you see, I've shown you on Opus Pro. I use Publer to schedule them. And I don't have any video on Publer, so stay tuned. I'll do a separate dedicated video. Stencil, another one. VidIQ, Kateb, not so much. This is just a couple of them. 11 Labs, I did a video on 11 Labs recently, right? And I'll add a couple more here, and I'll remove a couple more, like whatever here, which I don't use anymore. So stay tuned, okay? So that's the AI tools. Now, AI tools, done. AI tools done. Fair enough? Multimedia automation. N at N. This is something I haven't done at all. No videos yet. I'm installing this, so stay tuned. This is like make.com to automate. More or less, ladies and gents, if you followed my channel, you will notice that I focus more on multimedia. More on multimedia. Everything. Opus Pro, video, multimedia, audio, multimedia, images, multimedia. More or less. And a little bit of generative text based. But more or less, it's multimedia, images and videos. Not much of automation. I have a playlist on automation, and it's going to start, coming up one by one. So stay tuned. As soon as I get my hands on N8N, excuse me, I'm going to go all in. I'll show you how I connect multimedia with automation. This is my plan. See this here? Multimedia, automation, hybrid. That's it. So multimedia, I've done a lot. Automation. How do we mix both of this together, create a hybrid model, build skills, and monetize it? You see where I'm going with this? Multimedia, automation. Hybrid model, build skills and monetize it. You can sell it to clients. How do you sell it? You need a website. I'll show you. I have a website. I'll show you how easy it is to have a one-page website, productize your service. Easy to create the website and stuff. Easy to outreach and all. Not easy to get a yes from the client and be like, yes, I'll do business with you. That's not an easy task unless you're able to convince them. I don't want you to go and scam and grift. A lot of people are doing that. They just build fake followings, and it's easy, man. Unfortunately, it's so easy to scam people. You know, being in this space for such a long time, even I got scammed way back. And I've been calling a scammer. I have a channel where I call a scammer. Do you remember that Grifters Online, the automated channel? That's just one of its example. So I know this space is so dirty in a way that it's so easy to scam people than to tell them that this is a scam. Yeah, it's going to take me like so much convincing power to tell them this is not a scam. But it's so easy to literally take somebody down the rabbit hole to a scam, unfortunately. So I don't want to do that. I have to be as clear as possible. All right. So, ladies and gents, Hugging Face. Now, before I end, let's talk about the Hugging Face real quick. I wanted to do this video yesterday, last day of Feb. Kind of missed the deadline. It's very sad. But again, I like to do things impromptu. I do have deadlines, so-called deadlines. It's not exactly deadlines. It's more like a mission. I like to have goals-oriented things. So my mission was to have this podcast done by Feb end. Today's March 1st. Missed by day 1. So sad. Anyway, you got the point now. So skills, monetize, we'll discuss that soon. That's the plan. Hugging Face. Last but not the least, let's discuss Hugging Face real quick. Hugging Face. Anything AI, go to Hugging Face and experiment and play with it. Test it out. That's all. If you like some model and you want to run it locally, then you can basically clone it locally, right? Which I'll show you all these. Not done any much videos on Hugging Face, but I've shown quite a few things. Models, datasets, spaces. I wouldn't touch models here yet, but I would just go to spaces. I'm going to show you a few things here right now, real quick. All right? But this is a quick overview. So it's a fun place to play around, and also be careful. There could be some virus and malwares or whatever. So don't just play random stuff unless you're too sure about certain thing, and don't install anything that you are not aware of. And if you really want to do it, have a standalone separate system that is just for AI experiments. Okay? We cool? The way we sort this out, not relevance. Go to trending and most likes. Recently updated is fine, but I would go for trending and most likes. Why most likes? Because most likes will give you an idea that more or less works. That's why it has likes, right? Trending is good, but doesn't mean it always works. So clearly, Stable Diffusion 2.1 works here. AI Comic Factory works. All these Flux works. You can go to Music Gen, it works. Open GPT-40. GPT-40 like bot. Can you imagine? We have a bot. Runtime error. Doesn't work, sadly. You will come across errors just like this. This is running. And let's say you like something. You like this. You like this app. You're like, this is too slow. I want this on my server. You simply click on this thing. You click on run locally. You see this here? Run locally, clone repository. These two are very useful. Or you can also duplicate this space right on Hugging Face. But then you have to pay. I have an account. Clearly, I've experimented quite a few things in the past. Hugging Face is not new to me. I've done quite a few things. I have an account, and I've also run within Hugging Face, paid them some money and all these things. So, ladies and gents, please stay tuned. Instead of giving you hundreds of tools, I want to focus on just a couple. Go all in. I just showed you. Even though my words are not like really on track, I get it. That's the flaw I have. I'm unapologetic. I'm very impromptu, whatever. But this is what it is. Okay, please take it the way it is. All right. I mean, I can't please. I'm not a people pleaser, I guess. I'm a truth speaker, truth seeker, whatever you want to call it. I'm a real talker, 100%. That's all. That's all. Real talker. So if you like real talk, that's all. Subscribe. So I'll have a lot more videos on Hugging Face. Stay tuned. And I just want to master Hugging Face and a couple of tools, and that's it. Focus on that and make money and change lives. Simple as that. And I mentioned, it's also sad that, I don't know why I keep saying I mentioned. It's a habit, habits don't change over time. I'm working on it. All these fillers. But the point is, we have to feed. And all these creators out there, they have to introduce tools and take sponsorships because, again, it's a competitive world. We are chasing watch time, your watch time. It's up to you. My point is, give it to you as it is. You decide who you want to give your watch time. I don't want to put a gun on your head and be like, you have to give it to me. It's up to you. All right? I just try my best to create content that I would give it to my kids, my family, my cousins, my niece, whatever, in that possible level. Just like in crypto space, I tell them, hey, investor, the crypto influencer with millions of subs, you're giving all these picks to your people, right? Would you give the same picks to your mom and dad? Would you tell them to buy these? If not, then why are you giving to your people? Then you're scamming them. Health advisor, are you going to feed this to your kids and your family? No? Then why are you feeding it to the rest of the world? That's the problem. Everything I just put out there, either on this channel or any channel, I would take it by myself. I would give it to anybody in my family or whatever. Doesn't matter. That's the way I roll. So yes, look at this here. This is just for experimental. You come here, you pick whatever, prompt, medieval village. How about that? I'm just curious. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm just showing you an example real quick. Start a control net, run. Hey, this is quick. But you look at this here. It's taking time. You know why? Because it's a shared ground. A lot of people are using, oh wow, what is this? Illusion. This is pretty interesting. A skull. A skull. Type what you want to generate. A skull. How about that? A human skull. A human skull. How about this? Drop down. Euler. Run. See, it's running. This is how you experiment and practice. And once you like something, guess what? You also have a camera option here. Hey, look at this. This is interesting. This is not bad. But you understand what I mean. You have the deli. You have all these. And last but not, oh, you have Midjourney here? Dude, I'm canceling Midjourney. I don't have money. See this? This is exactly what I'm saying. We have so many new tools here. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention one of the other tools. Look at this. Yeah, I don't know how I forgot this. Unfortunately, they removed quite a few features here, man. This is sad. And I also pay for this. I think $79 something. Stay tuned. I'm going to do a video on this separately. I don't know why I don't have this on the list for some reason. But that's a very useful, handy product. Bark. Generate realistic audio from text. You want to see this here? So this is real. Hear this out. I actually used it at one point to create some funny things with this. Yes, I did. This is how I actually learned a lot more about the AI and all this. So it's taking some time. And if you want to do it like make it a lot more quicker, you have to, again, run locally or clone the repository. I'll show you how that's done. Once you install it, the Python and a couple of other stuff, the GitHub and all these, next, all you have to do is clone whatever you want. So once you set up the environment, next is going to get much easier. All right? Ladies and gents, moment of truth. I don't know why it's taking so long, but this is what it is. When you have shared, is running on T4, a lot of users are using it at the same time. Hence, you see what it is. This is where people use the GPUs and all these, right? Hear this out.
Hello, my name is Suno, and I like pizza, but I also have other interests such as playing tic-tac-toe.
Not bad, right? No, seriously, not bad. I'm just saying. I don't know if I heard it properly, but you get the point? This is free. You could literally use this and create like short clips, like audios and funny audios. And with some video generator, free video generator, you could just create the video and slap audio with video and just create some memes. Yeah. And get on Fiverr.com and be like, yeah, I'm selling memes, audio memes, video memes for $5 a piece. And you start making or give free, give like freebies. Buy one, get one free. Build a portfolio. Make $100, build a portfolio that'll make you $200, $300. Use that money and invest in some good software, some tools, right? I'm being honest. Invest in some tools and stuff, or maybe invest in some stock market, some good, picks down the road. And that's how we make money. That's how, and that's invest in your skills, your health. That's how we create abundance, ladies and gents. So yes, thank you again for listening to my rant. I just cleared my chest. All these things, honestly, I could do a video every single day, a 30, 40 minutes long video. Long videos are very easy for me. Short videos are not. I know it's kind of crazy. Every time I sit down doing a video, I'm like, can I just do it in 10 minutes? And that's a skill. I have to master creating like 10 minutes. I can create videos which are less than 60 seconds, and I can create videos which are like more than 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes long. But I have to figure out how to create a video 7 to 10 minutes long. That's a challenge. And that's a skill I want to build as well, believe it or not. Like time, what do you call that? Now, how to be able to monitor the time, basically. That's very useful skill. Like when you're giving 10 minutes and you get everything out in 10 minutes, that's a very, very useful skill, which I lack. So yeah, I mean, maybe I could be a great politician down the road. Maybe I'll run for president 2050. Who knows? Maybe. All right, because that's what I'm good at, basically talking. But one thing I need to be good at is like professional bullshitter and professional liar. If not, then I can't be a politician. I have to become a professional, 100% extreme good liar. If not, it's gonna be hard for me. So, ladies and gents, again, thanks for watching. I have yet to master N8N, and once I do that, just believe it or not, once I get my hands on it, and I see some stuff happening, I'm going all in, and I will blow all these AI creators in this space out of the water. Like, watch me. This is your host, Elite System, the most lesser egoistic son of a gun. Please subscribe and let me know what you think about this video. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. Although I don't respond right away, I will take a note of all the valid questions, and I will do a dedicated video podcast on all the questions, and I'll answer them. Fair enough? Thank you, and I'll see you soon.